How to make strong passwords. You have a lot of really valuable stuff protected by passwords, like your bank account, your medical history, your access to government benefits, and your private activity on social media. Passwords also help keep your phone and computer safe. There are many people who want your money, your benefits, your private information, or to get inside your phone. So, who's trying to get your password? Sometimes it's people who are close to you. Or maybe it's people you work with. There are many people who want your money and private information. Or maybe they just want to look at stuff they're not supposed to be looking at. Sometimes the danger is from people who are far away, maybe even in other countries. Hackers want to take control of your computer or phone and make it work for them. They may use your phone or computer to send out spam or viruses to other people. All of these are at risk if you're protected by weak passwords. What's the worst that could happen if someone got your password anyway? Well, you could lose all your hard-earned money. In one operation, the FBI caught 100 people who had stolen $1.5 million using stolen passwords. Or someone could open a credit card in your name. They would buy things and leave you the bill. It would cost you a lot of time and money just to prove it wasn't you. If someone goes to the doctor and uses your name and account ID, you might be refused medicine or treatment because the person with your password got what you needed first. Or maybe someone just puts your private business out on the streets. Sometimes you want to hold off announcing something. Some things you don't want anyone to know ever. If someone gets your password, they choose what to tell, when it gets told, and who finds out. Keep your passwords close. If someone uses your account to commit fraud, you could lose your benefits. You could even be charged with a crime. You might not think you have anything worth stealing, but the truth is, criminals are counting on nice people like you to leave the keys under the doormat. When they get into someone's device, criminals use the phone or computer to send out tons and tons of spam. Your device could become part of an army of zombie computers sending spam round the clock. You might not even notice until your phone won't work right, or you suddenly start seeing a lot of pop-up ads. Or maybe you run out of data because the hackers used all your data for the month. If your password gets stolen at work, you could lose your job. Anything done under your password is your responsibility, whether it's illegal downloads, online gambling, or looking at things you shouldn't. If any bad behavior happens under your password, you will probably be held responsible. How can people get your password? Well, sometimes people just ask for your password. Maybe your kid, maybe your roommate. Sometimes it just seems easier to give someone your password rather than go to your phone and do things yourself. But once someone else has your password, you no longer have complete control. Or maybe you gave away your password by accident. Sometimes crooks will send an email pretending to be your bank. They ask you to log into your account to fix a problem. This is called phishing. But nobody legit will ever ask you for your password in an email. If you do get an email from a bank or other password protected account saying there's a problem, don't click on any of the links. And don't use the phone number in the email. Instead, look up the website and find the customer service number, and then you reach out to them. Always keep your passwords close. Sometimes the bad guys steal your password from a business that you trusted. As you've so often seen in the news, even big companies make mistakes that'll expose your password. And that's why it's so important to only use your passwords in one place. Your medical password should be different from your job password. People can also steal your password from you directly. Maybe they look over your shoulder or from across the room. Sometimes crooks can guess your password because you made it too easy. Crooks can use a computer to try all the words in the dictionary, or they may look through your social media to find out your personal information. And they'll try simple keyboard patterns. Crooks always try these kinds of passwords first because so many people use passwords like these. There's a lot of information that you think is secret, but it's not. Your Facebook profile can provide clues, like when your birthday is. These days, people can find out your dad's middle name, or your anniversary, or that you play the trombone, or that you went on vacation to the lake last summer. You have to make strong passwords to be safe. I'll show you how to make a strong password that'll still be easy to remember. But if you only remember one thing about passwords, remember, longer passwords make stronger passwords. So, to sum up, you need to use strong passwords, use a different password for every account, and never create passwords based on your life or your family, and maybe use a password manager. Now, let's talk about how to make a strong password. Good passwords have 12 to 15 characters. The best passwords have a mixture of 15 letters, numbers, or special characters like an exclamation point, or parenthesis, or an equal sign. It may sound like a strong password will be hard to create and hard to remember, but I have some tricks that'll make it easy. If your brain is set to remember emails, think about something like this: $50 at bank.net. That would be a great password for your bank. It has uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. So if you remember the 50 and the bank, you'll probably remember the whole password. You can also remember a phone number. For your medical information, try something like 410 My Health. This has 13 characters, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and two symbols. And all you have to remember is your area code and the words My Health. For people careful enough to keep their secrets safe, like only using a password in one place, the easiest way to keep all those passwords safe is to use a password manager. There's really no reason not to, because there's so many really good free password managers for you. Some of the most popular are RoboForm, Dashlane, and LastPass. A password manager creates and stores really good passwords, and you only have to remember the one. Let's wrap it all up. A strong password is at least 12 characters long. It should not be based on anything from your life that somebody could look up. You should keep your passwords close. You should use a different password for every account. The easiest way to do that when you have a lot of passwords to remember is to use a password manager. The next time you think you have to make up a password, try some of these tips to make it strong and unique and easy to remember. Thank you.